Today we are going to discuss exactly about that. We're going to discuss about using digital marketing on the world's second largest search engine. Yes, you heard that right. YouTube is not just a video platform. YouTube is much more than that. It is also considered as a search engine. A lot of people put in their search queries on YouTube, and that is why it is considered as the world's second largest search engine. So what are Google video campaigns? It is not just using digital marketing on YouTube, but it is also a whole list of other websites that Google has partnered with. So you get the opportunity to show your ads of your business on those websites that matter most. So you can use your videos and showcase them on YouTube. So primarily it will be YouTube, but other than there is a whole host of other websites that Google has partnered with where you can run your ads through Google video campaigns. So here is a quick example of what a Google video ad looks like. So here I've put a snippet of what the ad would look like on Google, and here you can see that there's the skip ad button, which indicates that this is an advertisement and you can skip it. Of course, within this there are multiple formats. There are skippable ads where, like this specific button, you can actually skip the ad, and there are non-skippable ads, bumper ads, ad sequence. There are multiple formats of this Google video campaign that we will be looking into in the coming slides. But before that, we need to understand why Google video campaigns at all. Like I mentioned earlier, YouTube is the second largest search engine too, but it's also a website with the second largest traffic on the internet, or the second most popular website on the internet. So here, this can be a primary reason why everyone must target their customers through YouTube. So by being the second most popular website on the internet, you also get extensive reach. So this is vital for every marketer. Once you get a whole wide range of audience to market to, then that is where every business should be. But YouTube is not just a platform. YouTube and Google video partners are not just platforms that have extensive reach, but they are also platforms with a highly engaged audience. Today, the digital marketing landscape has changed so much that video is of utmost preference. You could just take your example, for instance. At least in my case, I love to watch videos. Every time I'm scrolling through social media or YouTube, I always interact the most with ads. Those are videos. So that is just a consumer behavior that has changed and become video first in our generation. When I say highly engaged audience, I mean that YouTube is a platform that sees over 1 billion hours of content every single day. This is a platform with high video consumption. So there are people watching, consuming 1 billion hours of content every single day. Now you can imagine the potential, the intent of the audience within that platform. And it's not just that. There are content creators creating over 500 hours of content every single minute on YouTube. So it's the content creators and the audience that makes YouTube such a robust platform. And through this, we get the extensive reach that we have as marketers. We get to tap into that audience through YouTube and Google video campaigns. So let's have a quick look at the different campaign types available within Google video campaigns. So the first is skippable in-stream ads. So here, as the name suggests, the video or the ad is skippable, or there is that skip ad button shown on the video. So here you are giving the consumer or the customer a choice to actually skip the ad if they don't want to watch the entire one. So you're giving them the choice, and this skip ad button comes after 5 seconds post the ad being played. So this can be used to drive some awareness or drive traffic to your website. That's your choice on how you want to implement it or what objective you want to use skippable in-stream ads. But this is a format that is widely used across businesses. The second is non-skippable in-stream ads. So here you get the option to put a 15-second video that is not skippable. So the audience don't have a choice to actually skip the ad. they have to watch the entire video, which is 15 seconds long. The third one is a bumper ad. The bumper ad is similar to a non-skippable ad, where bumper ads too aren't skippable. But the special part about bumper ads are that those are just 6-second ads. Those are short, crisp ads where you efficiently get impressions. You reach maximum number of people at a lower cost by just showing them a 6-second ad. Of course, seeing how effectively you can implement that 6-second ad is completely up to you. And let's see how you make the best out of that. The fourth one is outstream video. Outstream video ads are mobile only ads. So here you don't get to show the ads on YouTube. The ads are shown only on Google's display partners, which are mobile only. So if you want to show your ads only to mobile users, of course today the world itself is moving to mobile first. A lot of ad placement and ads are decided by first looking at mobile friendly ads. So here if you're looking at mobile friendly campaigns, then you can use the outstream video format to use and target people who are within the Google video partner list and use mobile only ads there. The last type that I would like to mention in this slide is the ad sequence type of video. So here, like the name suggests, the ads are shown in a sequence. This is a beautiful way to use storytelling in your ads. So you can contextually use the ads in a certain series. So you know that they've watched the first ad. The second one will be a continuation of the first. So make sure that you have incorporated some sort of a storytelling within your ads when you're using the ad sequence format. Moving on, let's look at the different types of targeting. Similar to Google display campaigns, here too in Google video campaigns there are different types of targeting, where you have targeting in demographics, you can target via keywords, topics, placements, and audience targeting. When I say demographics, you can target people within certain age groups, certain genders, relationship type, etc. The second type is keyword. So do you know the type of keywords that your audience is searching for? Like I mentioned, YouTube is the second largest search engine. So here you can of course type in different keywords that are related to your product or service, and you can tap into that audience who are searching for that specific keyword. The third type is topics. So there would be certain topics that are most relevant for your business. Say you are selling digital marketing courses, you can search for topics related to digital marketing or education and then target people who are looking for those topics. The fourth one is a very interesting one and one of my favorites. So here you can use certain placements within YouTube. So the beauty of the placement targeting type is that you can identify where your customers are visiting the most. You can identify those YouTube channels or those YouTube videos where they are present most and place your ads right there. Of course, while showing you the dashboard, I'll show you how exactly you can place your video within a certain YouTube video. Say for example, you are again taking digital marketing courses. So here you can target videos that are related to digital marketing. You can provide a whole list to YouTube that these are the videos or channels that I want to target where my potential customers are, and YouTube can help you target that specific placement and get your ads right there. The fifth one is a very interesting one too. So this is quite widely used. This is audience targeting. So there are different methods within audience targeting itself. There is a retargeting one where you have a list of your potential customers or your warm audiences, that is people who have visited your website or taken some action in your website. You can create that specific audience and target them on YouTube. You can even create a list of people who have actually viewed your video as an ad or as otherwise. You can create a list of those audiences and target a specific ad to them. But another approach that you can also take is create a similar audience. So essentially what Google does is that once you provide the list of people who have interacted with your business, say interacted with your website or watched your video, Google can create a similar audience of that. That is, Google identifies people with similar traits and you can target that similar audience via YouTube campaigns or Google video campaigns too. So that is just a gist of how the different types of targeting works within Google video campaigns. Moving on, let's look at what are the prerequisites before launching a Google video campaign. What is it that you need to just get started and launch your first Google video campaign? The first thing is understanding your objective. So this is very, very important in every type of campaign that you launch. Be it any campaign, you have to first understand what is your objective. Do you want to drive leads through the campaign? Do you want to drive brand awareness? Do you want more people to watch your video? Do you want to drive traffic? Do you want purchases out of that? So the options within objectives are multiple, but you have to decide which one suits your business the most. The second one is creating a landing page or having a website. So where are you directing your users to? So that is crucial too. So you need to have a landing page or website to direct people or your traffic to. The third one, and this is definitely a no-brainer, that you need video assets. So you need a video ad to actually launch a campaign on Google video campaigns, because the campaign name itself says video. So you definitely need a video asset to get started with your Google video campaigns. The fourth one is a Google AdWords account. Of course, without a Google AdWords account, you cannot launch any Google campaigns. So Google AdWords or Google Ads is necessary to set up a Google video campaign. The fifth one is an audience setup. So this is optional. So if you're looking at remarketing to your audiences, then you definitely have to set up audience list. Or if you're looking at similar audience, then also you have to set up your audience list. But otherwise, this is not mandatory. I've just added it in case you want to target similar or remarketing users. So that sums up a gist of how to launch your Google video campaigns. I hope you're ready to get started and launch your first Google video ad campaign. Let's get started. So you are now looking at my Google Ads dashboard. So this is the test account that I'm running in, and hence I haven't been spending much over here. So I've paused all my campaigns. These are all tests that I've run. So here, let's look at how to launch a Google video campaign. So to get started, you have to click on the plus icon and click on new campaign. So here you have different options within this. So you have multiple options here. You can select a sales option where you can see that there is a Google video option here as well. So you'll have to select the campaign type, understanding the objective that you have. See if the video option is available there too. So for example, if you want to do an app promotion, you don't have a video campaign type option here. So here you'll have to understand your objective, probably sales or website traffic. Decide on that, and basis that you can launch a video campaign. So here you can notice that product and brand consideration, there is only a video campaign type available here. You can also go ahead and create a campaign without a goals guidance. So here you can customize your settings. Even you can select skippable, bumper ads, video discovery ads. You can create a custom video campaign as well. But the other options are non-skippable in-stream, outstream ads, drive conversion, ad sequence. You can even use a shopping type of ad. But this is only available when you create it without a goals guidance. For example, if you look at product and brand consideration, you'll only see that there are about 3 options that you have: influence consideration, ad sequence, shopping. So you have different types of options within each campaign type. So you'll just have to look at these subtypes and understand which suits you best. So here probably let's look at brand awareness and reach and use a skippable in-stream ad. So for example, if you select something like website sales, you would not see any of these options. So by default, your video becomes a skippable ad. So here let's look at the settings for this, and I'm sure that the settings for the rest as well will be quite similar with minor changes that you will be able to figure out. So let's look at any one type. So as of now, I've selected the sales option for now, within which I haven't selected any subtype because there was no subtype available. I've selected sales options because a lot of businesses and digital marketing people want to learn how to sell via YouTube. So let's select sales and see how that goes. And the rest of the campaign settings will be quite similar for other video format options as well, with just minor changes in the video assets that you are providing. So here probably I'll name my video campaign as video sales digital marketing courses for great learning. So here again you can select different bid types that suit you best. You can select maximize conversions and target CPA. So because this is Google Video Sales campaign, you have these two options. So this bid strategy sort of varies when you're selecting different subtypes. So if you were selecting a non-skippable or a bumper ad, you would have different options as well. You would have like a maximum CPV, whereas you're putting a cost per view, or here you have a target CPM, that is a cost per 1,000 impressions, or a viewable CPM, that is a cost per viewable 1,000 impressions. So these different bid strategies are not available because I've selected the sales. Once you're selecting different subtypes, campaign subtypes, say you selected brand awareness or some other subtype, you would see more of these options. And of course, these, again, it depends on your objective. If you want to get more people to view your ad, you could probably have a target CPM or like a maximum cost per view. But for these, you would have to enter a cost per view or a cost per mile, that is 1,000 impression number. So here, since it's sale, I have a maximize conversion option where I want to maximize my conversion. Say the conversion event is purchase, I want to maximize that. Say my conversion event is lead, I want to maximize that. So I'm not putting a cap to it. I'm not giving a number to Google. I'm not saying that I want each of the lead to cost me 100 rupees or 1,000 rupees, but I'm just going to leave it up to Google. So Google, you decide how many conversions I can get. I'm just not going to keep a cap at it, and then you can decide that number. But the alternate option is putting a target CPA. So target CPA would mean that I want my sale or lead or whatever conversion event that I've set for the campaign, I want that at a set number. I want it at 900 rupees or 2000 rupees. So here Google has even suggested a target CPA number if you don't have a number in mind. So you can put it as a ballpark, you can put it somewhere around this number. But do note that if you put the target CPA too less, then the video campaign will not spend as much. So keep that in mind and always think as to what is an ideal number that you have a target CPA in mind. You would want to put about 20-30% higher as the target CPA number. Or another option is that you can select maximize conversion, leave it up to Google, and understand what is the target CPA that you're getting currently, and probably like 2 weeks post the campaign, you can move it to a target CPA option. So here I'm going to enter the budget amount, say 1,000 rupees per day, but I'm also going to put an end date to it because this is a test campaign. I do not want to burn my monies. So I'm going to put an end date to it. This is completely optional. If you don't want to, you can avoid the end date with. But if you think that the campaign is going to definitely end, say 1 month down the line, or if this is an offer campaign that ends in a week, you would definitely want to put an end date. But of course, otherwise you can just leave it blank. If you think that the campaign will go on for like say 2 months, 3 months, or you want to decide when to end it, then you don't have to put an end date. So for now, I'm just putting it as 17th. And here you can select where do you want your video to appear. So YouTube search results and YouTube videos are set by default. I cannot change them, but I can choose to remove display network partners. So that is not very preferred by a lot of people. So people prefer to show their ads only on YouTube and YouTube search results. If you want to get a wider reach, you can add display network as well. But for now, let's remove this and see how we can tap into the high intent audience in YouTube. Here the location is set as in India. This works for me, so I'm going to leave it as is. Other than that, if you have certain languages in mind, you can definitely add them. There is a whole list of languages available. Let's keep it as all languages for now so that we get a wider audience. We don't want to narrow down your targeting too much. That might not give ideal results. So here you can select which type of inventory is it that you want. you want an expanded inventory, a standard inventory, or a limited inventory. The details of this is of course mentioned. So some of these expanded inventory contain profanity, so those you might not want to include, but here you would get a wider reach. But I would suggest to stick to the standard inventory. Google knows that what is an ideal way to target, so that I think I would leave that up to Google, and then you can see how it goes from there. Excluded types, you can again select the types where you want to exclude. If you want to exclude, you can keep it as is the default selection, or you can probably remove live streaming videos, or if you want to remove embedded YouTube videos. So this is your call. You can remove the types that do not fit your brand. Moving on, you can also select site link extensions. So here you will have mini extensions, that is small snippets of content that you can add below your ad. So this will be helpful in improving the CTR of your ad. So you can enter a site link text, description, etc. over here. So for my campaign, I'm going to leave it as is. I'm not going to add a site link extension, and a product feed as well. So if you have a host of products that are linked to the Google Ads account, then you can definitely use it and select the Google Merchant Center. You can link that and then use the product feed as well. So here conversions, because I have not set up conversions for this account, it is selected as the account level conversion. That is, this will by default be purchase. Or if you have a certain conversion action that you have set up, then you can choose conversion actions and select. So if you have a great learning, installs are selected, or website sales selected, I can select that event and then use it as a conversion action. So let's select website sale. Actually, let's see how that goes. And then you can select the devices. So a lot of people probably want to target only on mobile or only on desktop. So you can decide which targeting device works best for you over here. But a rule of thumb that I follow is to use all devices, and probably once the campaign is launched, you can decide if you want to eliminate a few devices. So here you get to select the frequency capping as well. You can mention how many times you want people to actually see your ad. You can select if you want to cap it. So if you don't want people to see your ad too many times, you might want to restrict it to like 2 impressions per day, or you can select it as like about 5 impressions per week. You don't want to bombard people with ads, and that also is a waste of your money. So you can cap an impression frequency or a view frequency. So a view frequency would be the number of times your people actually view your ad. An impression is when they actually just see the ad. So a view would be completely viewing it, and impression would be when it is just shown to them. So I'll just leave it as is. Yeah, probably I'll just keep a 5 per week cap. So for each person, they will cap it at as maximum of 5 times they would see it per week. That's how this works. Move to what type of ad group do you want? Do you want a standard skippable in-stream ad, or do you want to create a responsive ad where there are multiple ad formats that are involved in this? Other than skippable, there's video discovery. As you can see, you can look at this, and here they say that you can use multiple formats such as skippable in-stream, video discovery. So video discovery is essentially in the YouTube home feed when a video is shown there. So a discovery, that is when people are just scrolling through the YouTube home feed. This is a format or a placement that which has high potential, because a lot of people scroll through their YouTube home feed and see what to watch next. So let's try a responsive actually. So that includes multiple formats, and let's try that. So here I'm going to mention it as digital marketing courses. And if you want to mention, you can mention the audience targeting that you're using here as well. Coming to demographics, there are different types that you can select, deselect. So here, if you have an understanding that your audience is mostly female, you can probably eliminate the male audience. You can keep the unknown bits as is, because you don't know if they fall under male, female, or a said age bracket. So it's best to leave that status as is. But other than that, you can eliminate certain audiences, parental status, or household income. Let me leave this all as is for my targeting, and then let's see. Actually, for digital marketing, probably we would not see an older audience. Let's keep it as 18 to 34. So it could be people who are just fresh graduates or people who are starting up their business who want to do digital marketing. So I'm just going to target them. Probably I'll add 35 to 44 as well. So here, coming to audiences, this is where you select what is the type of audience that you want to target. So the first option is a custom audience. So here, what you can do is you can actually create a new custom audience. So let's quickly see what is a custom audience that I can create. So I'll create a digital marketing custom audience. So this means that people with any of these interests or purchase intentions, I will include in my campaigns. So I can enter something like digital marketing manager online course. Yeah, definitely. Or social media certification course. People who are searching for these are definitely interested in the course, right? So I would add all these people. You can even add your own keywords. So if I say just digital marketing, I can enter that as well. But this might not be a very high intent audience. You would want to add digital marketing course as well. So these, you can enter multiple of these keywords here. What you can also do is probably people who search for these on Google. So ideally, you can just keep it a little more open because there might be lesser number of people who searched it on Google. You can just keep it generic with people with any of these interests or purchase intentions. What you can add to this is people who browse certain types of websites. So if you know certain websites where people are searching, your potential customer is searching, is it your competitor's website or is it something related to digital marketing? Say if I was selling a digital marketing course, I know that they would have tried Google's free digital marketing course. So probably I would add that as a URL. I would add Google digital marketing course. So here, what I will do is I will add this link. So people who visited this website is someone who is interested in digital marketing. So I would add something like this website. If I have other multiple websites, I can add the whole list of it. Do you know certain apps that they used or people who have visited certain places? You can definitely understand that audience. So here, what you can see is also the weekly impressions. You can see that over 10 billion people to 1 trillion people are interested in this specific format. And here you're also getting some sort of an audience insight. So you understand that your audience is 75% male. So this is a male dominated audience. Of course, within this also there is a good number of female audiences with a high intent. So you shouldn't really exclude the female audience. So you should still keep that audience. And you would see that 34% of your audience targeting is within the 25 to 34 age bracket and 77 are non-parents. So through this audience insights, you can also negate certain audiences in the demographic targeting if you wish to. Here we can also see the different topics that people are interested in or the related topics. So you see that search engine optimization and marketing, training and certification, education, marketing. So you can do this topic targeting as well with this sort of an audience insight. So let me just quickly name this audience and quickly create this audience for our targeting. So Google says that there already exists one audience. So I'm just creating another one and let's see how this goes. So if you have a remarketing list, do you have a list of people who already visited your website? Then you can definitely add that here. Even if it's a customer list that you have, you can manually upload it to Google Audiences and create your remarketing list. Of course, my suggestion is not to combine new user targeting and remarketing. That ideally needs to be separate campaigns or separate ad groups. So for now, I think you can just stick to new users here and then we can see how that goes. Here, what we can do is we can also do an interest in detailed demographic targeting. So are we looking at people who are interested in education? But I think that education is too broad a category to just target digital marketing, potential digital marketing customers. So it could be business professionals. If you're looking at targeting small business owner or business professionals, we can do that. Or let's quickly browse it in market audiences. So here you can see a host of different options. So if you are in the apparel and accessories business, you can target this in-market audience. So that is a 10 billion to 1 trillion impressions per week you can achieve through this. So in-market audience is Google's audience that already exists. That is people who are actively looking out for these. Are they looking out for apparel, arts and crafts, auto vehicles? So if you are a vehicle business, you can target them. Beauty and personal care. So there is a host of different options here. Education. Within education, let's see if there is any subtopic. So you can see that there's nothing specifically within digital marketing. If you want to keep your campaign broad, you can definitely select one of these within education, or select the whole of education. Employment, you can see if what employment fits your audience. So there are different options within this, as you can see, and you can select what suits you best. Here there is also life events. That is people who graduated from college recently or recently renovated their home. They had a job change, purchased a new pet. Say you are a pet grooming business, you can definitely target this audience based on life events. So Google gives you a host of different options that you can select. It's for you to identify which targeting option suits you best and use that for your campaigns. Again, detailed demographics. There are current college students. You might want to target them. Employment status. Different options. Even affinity audiences is a good way to target. So here you have different options again. So this is a summary of what could be used. Let's quickly try searching digital marketing. If there is anything within digital marketing, then we can try that out. So someone who's looking for digital marketing jobs could be, so it could be that a certification could help them. Let's look at others. Social media enthusiasts? Yeah, probably. I think those audience might be interested in getting a certification. So let's just keep it to that and see how we can target our audiences. So Google is suggesting an optimized targeting to get me more conversions. So I can opt out of it as well, but let's just keep it as is and see how this goes. Like I mentioned, there are some keyword options too. So if you enter, say, the Google digital marketing link, or if you enter your website link, Google itself can suggest certain keywords that have high relevance. So you can see that there's a relevance of 99 in this specific keyword that I've entered, or learn digital online marketing course. You can add all these ideas as well if you want, and then pick and choose out of this. Here, coming to topics, again, you have a host of different topics. Let's try searching marketing. If there is anything within marketing or digital marketing, we can try that out. Email marketing. If you do provide email marketing, you can definitely target that sort of an audience. Search engine optimization and marketing, you can target that as well. So you can select if there is any relevant topic for you. You can just have a quick glimpse at this and see if there's anything that suits your business. So here, coming to the video. So here is where you have to enter your ad. We have reached the final step of how to create your Google video campaign. All you need is a video asset that you would like to promote. Now, I have a small problem. I don't have an ad to promote currently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for Great Learning's video, Great Learning Digital Marketing. So here I'm going to use one of these videos and probably use them as an ad. Let's see if this goes by as an ad. So I can use this 11-minute video. Of course, for an ad, this is quite big. I would suggest to cap your video at maximum of 1 minute or 1.5 minutes. It shouldn't go more than that. You can try and keeping it at 30 to 15 seconds, which is sort of ideal. But otherwise, you can go up to like 1 minute or 1.5 minutes, post which it becomes a bit annoying for the customers as well. So for the sake of this video, I have just entered it as a 11-minute video that I just found on YouTube. And to actually use the ad, you have to upload it on YouTube, and only then can you actually use it as an ad. So you can upload it on YouTube and use it as an unlisted video, post which you can proceed. So here I'm going to quickly enter the Great Learning website, mygreatlearning.com. So this is the correct website. I'll probably use the digital marketing PG program. I'll use this link actually. So this is more relevant. I'll just use this link, and probably the call to action, I'll put it as learn more or book your seats or get started today, that sort of a thing. But I have a limit to that as well. I can only enter 10 characters. That's why I've put a simple call to action. So here in the headline, you can enter something like learn digital marketing. Oh, I think that's too big. Probably something like learn online, or let me just try just digital marketing. So that doesn't seem to work. So I can put something like go digital. That also works. So you need to ensure that your headline comes within the 15 character limit. So here the long headline that you have to enter. So probably I'll pick something from this. I'll just use the long headline from here. That is learn from India's top ranked business school and gain managerial skills to build. So I'll just keep it as and build a rewarding career. So I have to cap the long headline at 90 characters. Hence I've cut short my headline, and I'm going to leave it as is. I have another description as well that I have to mention for 70 characters. Let's look at that as well. What can I mention? Probably I can mention this 12 months live online class certificate from Great Lakes. So I'll try mentioning this in my headline and see if this works. 12 months live classes. So I could mention this as my description, and it comes up to 62 characters. So other than this, you can also put a companion banner. That is, you can upload a banner that is within these dimensions and file size, and then you can use that below your video, or you can ask Google to auto generate your channel banner. So here I'm just going to quickly enter this PG program ad, and I will go ahead and create my campaign. So here it looks like everything is set, and we are all set to go live with our first Google video campaign. And now all I have to do is click on continue to campaign. I'll just quickly have a glimpse at what is the targeting that I've used. All you have to do is select the drop down. So campaign start and end date both are today. India, all languages. The objective is sales. Bid strategy is maximize conversion. Standard inventory type. Here you can look at the demographics, that is any age, gender. We haven't put a cap to gender, parental status. We haven't restricted the campaign in any format over here. In the audiences, we have entered 3 different types of audiences, and in keywords we have entered about 24 or 25 keywords, 25 plus keywords, and in topics and placement we haven't restricted the campaign. So here you can have a glimpse of the video as well. What is the description that you're using, what is the format that you're using, and all you have to do now is click on continue to campaign. So here, voila, we have created the first video campaign on Google, and you can see them in all campaigns here, or you can select the campaign dashboard and probably see the enabled campaigns. And here you can see that this is the campaign that we are running currently. Because we are short of budgets, I don't want to end up burning my monies in this account. I don't want to run monies on a test campaign. So I'm just going to pause the campaign. Remember that you don't have to remove the campaign. This would mean that you are removing it from the dashboard. You can just pause it at any point, because this essentially means that now you're not going to spend on this campaign. So ensure that even if you're testing out your campaigns, ensure that it's not enabled. If it is enabled, it'll be in green. Otherwise, you can just put it on pause so that it doesn't end up spending your money. So here you can look at all the ad groups. I'm just going to check where is my video campaign. Sure. So here you can see that your ad group as well is enabled, but this is okay because your campaign is paused. So once a campaign is paused, your ad group will not run. It'll be paused. So here you can see that it is not eligible since the campaign is paused. You can look at the campaign settings that you've done here. You can look at the settings. You can change it at any point. That is no issue, but try not to make too many changes in the starting. Probably like a week later, if things aren't working, you can of course shift them. You can see the ads that you're running and probably add new ads if needed. You can select the ad group and create new ads as well if you want to. So here you can look at the different audience type that you have used. Probably 1 week later, when you gather enough data, you can understand that which is the audience that is actually giving you low cost per conversion or higher impressions, or which has a higher conversion rate. So these metrics you'll be able to monitor at a daily level, hourly level, however frequently you want. But I would suggest to make changes probably weekly once. And if you want, you can add new audiences to this, pause the audiences that aren't working for you. And you can also look at the different placements where your ad showed up. Probably you can exclude some placements. Within keywords, you can also add negative keywords. So you feel like some of the keywords aren't giving you enough traction, you can remove them, or you can remove keywords like free. So these are different options within your campaign once you've set it up, how to scale it and how to bring business, how to scale your business to the next level. I hope you really loved this video. So that's about it from my end. This is the end of the video of setting up your first Google video campaign. You can of course let us know how you like this video, if you have any suggestions, or let us know how your first Google video campaign went. Drop us a thumbs up once you finish launching your first Google video ad campaign. Thank you for watching.